What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Angry Jackalope, Rob Ricks. Oh, lordy lord. Foul mood, folks. Fair warning, foul fucking mood. Um, on the good side, I went to the dentist and they yanked out that tooth that's been bugging me for like 2 years, which is great. But as they did that, they discovered that due 100% to me, to my lazy dumb ass, they discovered that I have such bad bone loss all through the jaw and everything else that only thing they can do is yank all my fucking teeth and I will be rocking the fucking dentures. That's right. Your boy Angry Jackalope is going to be called the Angry Grand Papalope, because that shit fuck with me hard, because I think about dentures and I think about like old people and shit like that. So yeah, they told me if I had gone, my deal with a dentist, I've always hated the fucking dentist. I think the last time I actually went to a dentist, they had to extract out one of my wisdom tooth, and I told them I metabolize really, really quickly with the numbing shit, and they didn't believe me, and they fucking, as dude was slicing my jaw, I had this tear streaming out of my fucking face, and I was telling him, dude, I fucking feel this shit, and I was ready to kill that fucking dentist. But anyway, it's for a couple of days there, I was really, really fucking, really just bummed out, feeling really kind of shitty about the whole thing. Yeah, so it sucks. I don't know. I know next to nothing about dentures. I haven't even begun researching it. I just probably this morning at like 9 o'clock in the morning finally just reserved myself to it and said, fuck it, it is what it is. I mean, I always have such chronic pain in my mouth, and I don't eat ice cream. I don't eat a lot of sweets and stuff like that. Like, I've been working on this particular bag of M&Ms for the better part of a month, just because I can eat like 1 or 2 M&Ms, and any more than that, then I just start hurting and shit. So I'm like, fuck, whatever. So that being said, what's up, Corley? What's up, Vixen? What's up, Backwoods? What's up, Rocks? What's up, Garen? What's up, Paula? What's up, Simcon? What's up, Lyralope? What's up, guys? So yeah, Garen, it's funny. They can't even replace my shit. The bone loss in my jaws are just so extensive. They're like, yeah, your shit is just so. I mean, they were real nice about it. He's probably the nicest dentist that I've been to, and the lady said, if I came to them 10, 15 years sooner, there could have probably been something that they could have done about it, but no go now. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine, whatever. And yeah, I was thinking of some positives, like if I get snatched and somebody wants to torture me, if I don't have teeth, that takes one of the torture things out, right? Yeah, you might be able to get implants, Garen. They're expensive as hell. Like full implants is like $25,000. It's like stupid expensive. Let's see what else. Obviously I won't have the same nerve pain with like ice cream and candy or whatever, which is, I'm like, whoop de fucking do, but whatever. I'm kind of so used to the pain, it was not even a big deal. Like when they yanked that fucking tooth, they were kind of like, dude, this had to have hurt. I'm like, yeah, it's been hurting. They're like, how long has it been like this? I said, I don't know, 2 years. Like, you've been having this tooth pain for 2 years? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, I mean, it's really gnarly. Like, it would probably be an instant channel strike to just show the picture, but like it's a big fucking hole. Like, I mean, do I have anything here that I can kind of equate the size? Oh, yeah. Actually, I do. I can take this to the tip of the pen here. So the tip of this pen right there is probably about the size of that hole. You could have stuck it right in, but the problem was my tongue only felt like the top like cave entrance of it, you know? And the tooth comes down like all crazy, but there's like a hole like that big. You could fit like the tip of the pen in it. It was crazy. Like, it was gnarly. I'm like, whoa, can I take a picture of that shit? You know, so it was kind of crazy. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, you could go to a university and let some student work on you, which sure doesn't sound like the beginning of a horror story, but yeah, you could do that. I'm sure that would work out just splendidly. Okay, so anyway, on the description of this episode here, I linked in just a ton of stuff that I had been coming across on YouTube, and I figured I would just talk about a few of the things. Like, there was this last week has had so many weird I mean, even till today, the news that has been coming out is just amazing. It's just amazing to me. I guess let's get all the political shit and all of the world news stuff kind of out of the way, just because that shit is always such a fucking Debbie Downer. So I guess we were like a hair's breadth from full up engagement with Iran, which is always kind of a fun prospect, you know. It's always fun when you're sitting on the precipice of like war, you know what I mean? It's always like, oh look, like I remember when we were dealing with Iraq, and then I remember the minimum engagement with like Afghanistan, and you know, all this other fun stuff, you know. And I just have to shake my fucking head as I'm just watching this shit. Like, really? And I love the excuse that Trump gave on the pullback. And at the surface level, it looks super, super sweet. Like, I just want to pet a puppy with Trump. You know, it's like, you know, they knock out one of our drones, which are ungodly expensive. These drones are fucking super fucking expensive. What's up, Yak? They're fucking stupid expensive. And then we get this cover story of, yeah, they knocked out drones. Oh, big mistake. Yeah, motherfuckers dropped a big mistake. And then there was supposed to be some kind of strategic strike, and supposedly Trump says, wait a minute. What kind of body count are we looking at here, guys? I need to know the body count, because, you know, if I'm going to approve this, I need to know what we're dealing with here, right? And, you know, I'm thinking to myself, okay, but isn't that kind of gathered beforehand? Like, isn't it the military's job to basically, the minute you're putting together the strike list, to kind of have that information presented before you get the go, no go? You know what I mean? It's like, Mr. President, we need to shoot this small tribe over in a thing, and that's where this this terrorist is at. Well, what kind of party is it? It's a wedding party, Mr. President. Okay, fuck it, take it out. Yeah, you know, Obama did it nonstop. You know, take out these targets, and there'd be like wedding parties and shit. And there was a couple times they hit wedding parties where There were no terrorists. Whoopsie. So I'm kind of like, okay, hold up. When I first heard it, I was like, wow, 150 people. And Trump says, that's not fair. That's not even it's not worth it. 150 people and their families affected. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's pull it back. Let's pull it back, guys, because that's not fair. Okay. So one of two things. A, he had the information initially and just didn't fucking pay attention to it, was fucking hot and bothered, and fuck that, let's go get these motherfuckers. And then he had a moment to cool down, and then he thought about it and said, nah, fuck that, pull it back. Which is fine. If you have a change of heart and you calm down and you get kind of cooler head and you say, oh no, you know what, I don't think it's right. Let's stop. Fuck it, pull it back. That's fine. I could almost believe that. But nah. I think something else happened, and I saw some stuff fairly recently where somebody was saying the list. What's up, Nutjob? The list of targets were leaked, and that put our people at risk, and they pulled it back. And I'm like, that smells a little bit more realistic, because we already lost some expensive ass equipment, and let's be honest, 150 people, they don't give a fuck about 150 people. They'll wax fucking 10 times that and still consider that legitimately acceptable collateral damage. So I was like, 150 people, now, if they had child labor going on and they had 150 children working at a place, maybe I could see, the optics on that would be completely fucking horrible. Let's not do that, right? So I'm like, okay. Let's see, what is that? Remember the USS Cole and Clinton did nothing for months, then bombed an aspirin factory. Yeah, it's one of those things. They have, especially when we're talking about Iran. We're talking about prior to Trump, going back decades and probably 20, 30 years now. Iran has been on the neocons hit list forever. They probably have little maps of Iran that they spank it to, that they probably have the map of Iran there, and they probably spank it and see where they blow their load and say, ooh, imagine if we hit that spot. Like, it is so retardedly obvious how badly Iran is coveted for a multitude of reasons, and we could do a whole fucking show on that in itself. Now, the other thing that's quasi related to all of this, India deploys a warship to the region as well. So that added a whole nother wrinkle to the situation, because India has been doing some very interesting things on the world stage, which would give America a little bit of pause, just for the simple fact that we don't want to have all of Bollywood causing issues with us as well. And it looks like there's parts of it that looks like India's just a little bit more aligned with Russia, but not necessarily China. So it's kind of interesting. Right now, India's definitely got the little Kali multi-headed situation going on, kind of an odd player in that region, but it was interesting to note they were sending warships also to that region, which adds a little bit of more unpredictable aspects to what's going on over there. The last little bit of Trump news is, ICE was supposed to do some raids tomorrow. Purportedly, they had over 2,000 targets lined up to take out or whatever. And it's funny, I've been watching Twitter I'm watching all these fucking guys on Twitter. If you guys see ICE agents, call this phone number and we'll get all our cameras over there to keep an eye on what's going on. And I'm just like, Jesus, are you fucking serious? Illegals. Yay, fun fucking illegals, right? So I'm like, whatever. Yeah, it's funny, Yak. India uses both sides to get what they need. You see that with most countries. They're playing two sides of the fucking shit. We do the same thing. We do the same fucking thing. A lot of our military industrial complex, fucking, we sell to all sides of wars and stuff, and we just make a boatload of fucking money on it. I mean, it's just laughable. The morality aspect of things is laughable. It's like we're morally the right. You shut the fuck up. You know, let's not be fucking naive and understand what the objective here is to influence and have power, make money, and, you know, just run shit. But back to Trump and ICE. Recently, I just saw an article who said he canceled it. He canceled the raids for tomorrow, and he put them on hold for 2 weeks. And it's just fucking funny. It's just fucking funny to me, because I'm like, he's like, now we'll go and negotiate. And I'm just like, it's funny to see negotiations on things where the chips there, or the pot for the negotiation, or the leverage for the negotiation, are fucking people's lives. I always think that's just fucking hilarious to me. It just, I don't, you know, I really shouldn't say shit like that. Like, it's hilarious to me, but it is, because it just really sums up how shitty people are to each other at this fucking phase in life. It's just, what the fuck? I sit back and go, wow, people are shitty. And then when you really want to see just how shitty people are to each other, fuck, just look at the top and work your way all the way down to the bottom. And you just look around and you just fucking gotta shake your head like, what the fuck? You know? So, anyway, that was some of the highlights. Now, I guess, like I try not to really look at this one dude's fucking thing, Marfugel, whatever. But I was kind of skimming through my my list of people that I watch, because I like to see what all the folks out there are all kind of rambling and talking about, because that way I can kind of get a pulse on the chatter. And what's really interesting is I have seen a huge influx yet again of lights out scenarios. You know, all the typical players from FEMA to whatever, again, talking about bug out bags, things of that nature, what to do if power's out for a prolonged period of time. And I was like, okay. So I was already kind of prepared to talk about that. But then right before this episode here, there was a thumbnail on Marfugel's thing that said, what was his fucking thumbnail? Let me see here. It really stood out because it was like here it is. West Coast. The wait almost over? Cascadia rumbles? And I'm like, oh my fucking hell, here we go. Even Paul Begley, he's another dude that kind of bangs on the fear mongering. We are at the end times, blah 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 stuff, and you know, he jumps all over stuff, and he kind of works with BP Earthwatch, and BP Earthwatch. I kind of like BP Earthwatch a little bit more than like Paul Begley and some of these other folks, just because BP will actually kind of just show you a bunch of stuff, and then you can discern into it as, you know, what you want, and then keep going. You know what I mean? But I went and I took a look at earthquake.gov, and sure enough, there was a swarm off the coast of what is this, Oregon, it looks like. Yeah, off the coast of Oregon. There was several earthquakes registering about 3.2 to 5.4. So these are fairly respectable size earthquakes, and it is on a Cascadia fault line. So I will give them both their due in regards to the fact that it is a scary region to have an earthquake swarm, because on the Cascadia fault line has enough stored potential to get high eights. And if they do pop some high eights, that will dramatically affect the coastlines of 600 plus miles. And some of the largest tsunamis on record are direct results of Cascadia. But again, the reason that those are so high is they were up by Canada. No, I'm sorry, Alaska. Up by Alaska, there's a little inlet where the water kind of funnels in, and so you got this energy of waves coming, and it kind of converges in this one location. So the water came up and just shot straight up. So you're looking at over 1,000 foot tsunami. But that doesn't mean like you're going to get that along the whole coastline. You probably get 30 feet, which is still a scary size fucking wave. And also, just for clarification, tsunami by definition doesn't mean tidal wave. It just means a very fast wave. When I was in Hawaii, we got hit by a 2-inch tsunami, which was hilarious. But yeah, we got hit by a 2-inch tsunami. But you can have tsunami tidal waves that are really, really big, fast-moving waves that have a lot of energy and can cause just a tremendous amount of damage. And that's scary in of itself. But the real fear of Cascadia pop would be a double hitter, where you get Cascadia popping, and because of the event that it causes, then you have San Andreas, Hayward, and a few others slip as well, and then have pop, pop, pop multiplied type earthquakes, where now you have massive land masses that could displace and cause other regional issues. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I saw that right before this one, and was like, well, here we go. Let's see how much fearmonger we can do about it. I mean, if you live in California, you already understand. I mean, when we were living in California, everybody called it the big one. Everybody's talking about the big one, the big one, the big one, and it's always in the back of people on the West Coast mind anyway. The potential of a catastrophic earthquake, and every movie that you watch where there is some kind of catastrophic event, you always see California just going up, whether it be 2012, whether it be whatever. You always see California just going bye-bye. And it was funny, I peeked in on Marfugel's fucking stream there, and I was cracking up. I'm looking at the chat, and the chat is going crazy. Oh, that's Northern California only. It doesn't affect Southern California. And I'm thinking to myself, you're a dipshit. If Northern California is adversely affected, your entire state gets affected, just because, your National Guard, your resources, all get mobilized to take care of Northern California. Those are resources then that aren't readily available for the rest of the state, and it will trickle. It will trickle down to Southern California, even if nothing else from an economic point of view. And California is already in an economic disaster. Once it was considered the one of the largest economies on a planet, rivaling countries. California has been doing nothing but spiraling down the toilet for decades now. And it is sad. And here in Utah, we're feeling it because we have a huge, giant influx of Californians coming here to Utah. And, I came to Utah from California. And granted, it was, 15 years ago. But now we're seeing Adobe, we're seeing just a ton of fucking companies coming here, ton of fucking people moving here. And it's funny because we talk like Utonians are like, these fucking California motherfuckers. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of did the same thing. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, it's just so fucking bad in California. It's not even funny. Cost of living is still through the fucking roof. And it's just a bad situation there. So yeah, is the big one coming? At some point it will. Do I think that this little cluster on the Cascadia is gonna be the one? I hope not, but if it is, I think by now motherfuckers hopefully in California would have had their shit together. If not, well, that's fucking their bad, right? You know, if you live in places that have tornadoes and you don't have your preps in order and you get hit by a fucking tornado, I ain't crying. I'm not crying for you. I don't feel bad for you. That's your fucking bad. You decided to fucking live there. Like, if I get hit by a fucking blizzard out here and I fucking freeze to death because I didn't take proper precautions, that's my bad. Fuck crying for me. You should have been like, dumbass, you should have took care of your shit. So I don't really feel bad for them, and I'm not sitting on a whole fear-mongering, press the button, watch out. Oh, I'm just like, whatever, fuck off. So I'm like, okay, we'll see what happens. Okay, Paula, be careful. Let's see. Yes, they are, Garen. They are definitely indeed. But let's see what else. So that's all that I really had for the doom and gloom side. Let's talk about some of the fun stuff. There is some very, very awesome things on the horizon, guys, on the entertainment side. I don't know if you guys saw the trailer for this fucking, oh my god, there's a show coming off. It's on Amazon Prime, and I gotta give Amazon props. What's up with the Blade? What Blade? What's up with the Blade? Did I miss something? Let's see. I want different channels, chatter. Get different theories on stuff. Huh. I don't know which Blade you're referring to, Yak. Yeah, Good Omens. So Good Omens is a show that just popped off from Neil Gaiman. Oh, nothing yet. Nothing yet on that one. I've reached out to them and waiting on that knife maker part. As soon as I find out more, I'll let you know on that. But there's a show on Amazon coming out called The Boys, and it's about these dudes. It's like they got superheroes, and the superheroes are like causing crazy collateral damage, and these dudes are like fucking up the superheroes and stuff. It looks fucking hard. It looks really good. So yeah, you definitely want to check. I got the links in the description below. Definitely check it out. It looks great. It looks great. Good Omens is from Neil Gaiman. Neil Gaiman is one of my favorite authors. He's also the guy that wrote American Gods, Coraline, and a few other things. That's Sandman comics. He's a great fucking writer, and I'm a big fan of his. So I do plan on checking out Good Omens at some point. But again, that's also on Amazon. And I guess there were some religious groups fairly recently. They were bent about that shit, and they were trying to boycott it. And like idiots, they were pestering Netflix. Like, I guess in their mind, they thought there's only Netflix. Like, they didn't realize that Amazon Prime is its own streaming, which is kind of hilarious. If you're gonna make a stink about something, you might want to do a little bit of homework and figure it out. I don't know, just saying. Another show that's coming out, I think it's on Netflix, I'm not quite sure, is Point Blank. It's like a movie, I think, but it's got like the dude that played Falcon, the dude that played Falcon and Captain America, and the guy that played Crossbones. No, maybe he's not the guy that plays Crossbones. Maybe he's a different dude. I think I might be getting mixed up with somebody else. But anyway, Point Blank is a show that's popping off pretty quick. Stranger Things 3, we had a great final trailer on that one, which looks like, fuck me, it looks shit. And we don't have to wait very long. That's coming out July 4th. The Boys is going to drop July 26th, so I can't wait for that. Then there is a show popping off, Night Hunter, which looks pretty fucking interesting. I was kind of like, you guys might have already seen this I Pet Goat 2 clip. It's been around for some time. With the recent things in Iran and everything, this falls more conspiracy than anything else, but I found the link. There's a lot of people that are linking to it, but I found like the link. So you guys can check that out and watch it again. It was really kind of creepy. Like, I'm watching it, and I watched it, and I watched it, and I watched it 4 fucking times back to back, and I kept catching different things. It's a really deep fucking video full of all kinds of weirdness in it. But anyway, check that out. Some of you guys, well, before the video games, I did want to talk about well, you know what? Yeah, Yak. I've been watching the Swamp Thing. I saw the very first episode. Thought it was very, very good. Like, holy shit! Look, that first episode had me. I was like, I like the characters. I like the setup. This looks really good. We got some drama. We got some mysteries on multiple levels. Good conflict. Good character chemistry. Like, I was digging it. And already before, like, they got to episode 2, they announced that they canceled it. So I was like, fuck, why do they do that? Why does every goddamn time they put something good out, the motherfuckers cancel it? You know, and I'm like, whatever. But I will watch that to the end, and that looks really good. But one thing I wanted to point out, it's not really entertainment based. Well, it is entertainment based, but it's not like the entertainment shit we normally talk about. But like, Taylor Swift dropped this song that's called "You Need to Calm Down," and it's got 48 million. Yeah, it's up to 4 episodes right now. Yak, 48 million views on this song, right? And it's supposed to be like the gay anthem, okay? And I started howling when I saw all of these gay groups just coming at her sideways, just attacking her ass. And I just started laughing. I was like, how fucked up is it? You set out to make a gay anthem, right? So you're like, oh, I'm pro-gay and my friends are gay and blah, blah, blah. And you got Ellen DeGeneres and all these other motherfucking high-profile folks in it. And you put this fucking video out, and then the main groups, the main LGBT, XYZ, 1, 2, 3 groups just come at her crooked and sideways as fuck. Just come at her, like, just attack her. And I'm just laughing, like, you gotta love these fucking idiots. You know what I mean? It's like, you just gotta love it. And they're like, oh, she's just trying to make money off of gay people. I'm like, oh, like, all of these companies that are doing pride shit are trying to make money off of gay people. I'm like, are you guys really that fucking gullible and stupid? You're fucking dumb. You know, I just thought that was hilarious. That's one of the reasons I linked it in there, because I thought that shit fucking, it was just so retardedly fucking stupid. I was like, what the fuck? It's like, okay, I am a group that's trying to get people to read, okay? And Taylor Swift, one of the most influential fucking musicians out there with 48 million fucking views, okay? That's going to influence a lot of motherfucking people. She says, yeah, Rob, I want to help people read too. So she makes a song and she does a slight faux pas, right? She says something a little off base. Am I mad at her? Fuck no. And I'm like, yes, Taylor, I fucking love you. Yes. She's out talking Tactical Geek. She's out talking fucking magic really sucks and blah, blah, blah. And suddenly people are like, oh, what is this magic really sucks stuff? Wow, maybe I should look at it because Taylor likes it. I am fucking ecstatic. No, these ungrateful motherfuckers are like, yeah, she just tried to leverage, da, da, da. I'm like, whatever. You guys are fucking ungrateful fucking shitheads or what you are. Anyway, it's fucking funny. Let's see. They should do a DC Cyborg TV series. Victor Stone deals with being a cyborg who cannot hide his artificial nature. That could be interesting. They probably will. I mean, all of these, like DC's trying to do their own streaming, Marvel's doing their own streaming. Falcon show looks like it's pretty good. I think I saw a rumor that John Cena is going to play Captain America, which I'm like, cool, whatever. I'll reserve final judgment to see how he does. I mean, he fucking looks like a Captain America. He's funny as shit. Fuck, why not? Give him a shot, So it'll be kind of cool to see somebody else play Cap, but whatever. Yep, I saw that they wanted to get Keanu and some stuff like that. So it's fun. Let's see now. So E3 just popped off, and oh my fuck, did E3 drop some fucking heat? Woo woo! I was like, man, oh man, I was like excited. Obviously for me, the big deal. There was like probably 3 big fucking things from E3 that just had me like, yes. So the very first one obviously was for me, Borderlands 3. And I was like, yes. And so that's popping off September 13th, 2019. And they just did an expansion free DLC if you guys had some Jack collection, if you had Borderlands 2, blah, 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 and it was on a thing, like it's a free download for you. And it's a way to segue into Borderlands 3. And it's cool, right? Then they had some interesting games. Like there's a game I'm a little intrigued about called Outriders. And then they actually gave a cool little synopsis on there. It says, as mankind bleeds out on the planet of Enoch, and I was like, oh shit, a planet Enoch, okay. Book of Enoch. Read it. Interesting. Outriders track a mysterious signal in the E3 2019 official announcement trailer. And I was like, whoa. And so I did a little more digging because they didn't show any real gameplay footage, but I guess what it is it's a strong story you can play with your friends, or you could play the game alone. I always like games that has a campaign mode that you can play by yourself, because I don't have a lot of people that I structure online game with, just because I don't have time. I don't have time to really sit and play some good online co-op shit. But it's supposed to be a pretty good shooter. Now, the other one that was E3 that I have been waiting a very long time for, Cyberpunk 2077. So they actually had official cinematic trailer on that puppy, and I'm not going to spoil the ending of it. You guys need to watch it. There's a fucking cool little end piece to that everybody completely lost their shit about. And so Cyberpunk 2077 is going to drop. What is that? January, February, March, April 16th, 2020. Some other games that I saw that were kind of interesting. There's a game called Deathloop. Looks intriguing from a story point of view. There's a Ghostwire Tokyo. That one looks pretty interesting. There's a good tagline on that. Don't fear the unknown, attack it. I thought that was a very, very cool tagline. Halo Infinite, they had a cool cinematic trailer that was using the game engine to render out the actual video. So what that is, it lets you see how that game is going to look as you play it. Those aren't cutscenes. That's actually how the game will play on the new Xbox. So that's set for holidays next year. So when we're going into 2020, so the Christmas season next year, we'll have a new Xbox. Halo Infinite will be part of that launch title setup, and this is a kind of a good thing for you to look at as far as the render capabilities of the new Xbox platform, which is no fucking joke. That shit looks pretty crazy. They're touting like 8K resolution, 120 frames a second. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's fucking nuts. Another game that people have been kind of tripping on for a while is Death Stranding. It's got the dude from Lost, Daryl Dixon, in there and stuff like that, as well as the guy that played Hannibal on a TV series as a character in there. And that one is supposed to come out this year, November 20th, 2019. We saw some trailers for Gears of War 5, and I wasn't thrilled with the idea of a 3-person escape game. I hope they have other stuff besides that, because I'm not big on the running escape shit and you've got pressure to get out, and I don't know. That didn't really resonate with me. Watchdogs 3 Legion, that looks intriguing as fuck. Like, you can play literally any character in the game. Any of the NPCs you see running around, you can recruit them, add them to your team, and then you can play them. So that is a very interesting game mechanic that I had never, ever seen before. The other game that I just saw the gameplay footage of that got me super excited was Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. And I was like, oh, yes. So that's 2 games that's popping off next year that I'm super excited about. Vampires the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, as well as Cyberpunk 2077. I don't have to wait till next year for Borderlands 3, but those other 2 games are the ones that got me like super fucking excited. For all you folks that are like hardcore Final Fantasy fans, you will love the fact that they have done a very, very beautifully done remaster of Final Fantasy 7. So that one, again, that's also next year. That's January, March 3rd, 2020 is when that's dropping off. The other, most of these have been, PlayStation, Xbox stuff. But on the Switch side, the only real game on the Switch side that I felt was really intriguing and looked just fucking amazing was Luigi Mansion 3. Luigi Mansion, in this household anyway, has a fond memory, and we still have a GameCube restored and everything else that has Luigi's Mansion on there that my kids play all over. Let's see, how many Final Fantasy movies were there? I only know off the top of my head 2. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Has the Hughes new music dropped yet? There was one new song. I didn't really like that new song on the Hugh. I didn't dig that at all, really. Let's see. And then the last one I had was a game called The Outer Worlds. And there's a link on that one, so you guys can check that out. So anyway, that's some stuff that I came across and I found, and I thought you guys would find interesting, and it's down in the description. You guys could check that shit out. I sifted through a bunch of shit and was like, you know what, this is the best of the best in my opinion. So those are down there. You could definitely check that shit out, and I think it's just amazing shit. Next month, this looks really great. Looks like we're going to have some good content, some good fun stuff. Movie-wise, stuff that's out right now. Last week, when I was in Vegas with my wife, we were able to watch the new Men in Black. It was entertaining. It was fun. It was cute. Really predictable on a lot of levels, but really well done. Really well done. Very, very entertaining. Very cute. Very fun. So, thought that was pretty good. Let's see here. I think Dan Crenshaw in a cameo role as Captain America movie. Yeah, let's see. Halo first game released for the new Xbox console. Let's see, Vampire Masquerade. Yeah, I'm no right. I'm so excited about that. Vampire Masquerade is TV series, wasn't it? I don't know if it was a TV series. I know there was quite a bit of content that was made, and they had like a really active, good RPG. Same with uh, same with what was it? What's the name of that shit? I'm drawing a blank right now. I just had it right in front of me. Um, Cyberpunk. Yeah, Cyberpunk also has an RPG. Been around since 89, 87, I think. 87, 89, then the 90s, and another revision. I know Masquerade has been around forever and a day. In fact, Masquerade was suing the whole vampire thing, that whole series with the Lycan and stuff like that. There was a whole big kind of suing and stuff that went back and forth on that shit. Um, what do you think of the Kydex sheath for the XSS? Looks weird. Um, when I saw the XSS, I didn't see the sheath yet, so I don't know how that sheath actually looks. I'd have to go look it up to see. Um, Kindred the Embrace, that's right. There was that TV series. Yes. Kindred, that's right. That's right. Yep. Yep. Yeah, see 91 for Vampire the Masquerade. I think that was out from White Wolf, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was the company that was putting it out. And then when all of the I forgot that Kate. What's her name? Kate Becksworth or Beckings, whatever her name is. I forgot her fucking name. The chick that was in the vampire stuff, and she had the werewolf boyfriend and blah blah blah. When that shit popped off, boy, woo! Vampire the Masquerade said, "Hey, you kind of encroaching on our world here." And I think they came to some kind of an agreement, and both sides were happy or whatever. But yeah, it's pretty funny. But that game looks fucking amazing. Like, I was like, holy shit! Check out the gameplay footage. I have it linked in the description below. It's like really good. Like, I was like, wow. So I'm excited. I mean, there's some interesting shows coming out. There's some interesting movies coming out. Now, if we could just keep the world going long enough and not blow the shit up or have fucking super volcanoes, other bullshit, or alien invasions or anything else happen. 2020 looks to be a fun year. It looks like we're gonna have some really good fucking content, some good stuff. Even the rest of this year looks like we have some fun things popping off. We have some ending of some long running series and stuff like that, like Supernatural's coming to an end. And a few other things are all, obviously, like Game of Thrones came to an end. There's a lot of things, like even when I was down in Vegas, like I noted, like Celine Dion, her last show was a few weeks back or a couple weeks back. Donnie and Marie, longtime staples of Vegas, they're ending their shit there. But then they have new things like, what is it? Def Leppard now is taking up residence, is going to be doing back-to-back shows down there. Looks like, what is her name? Christina Aguilera. I think she's also one of the newer ones that is going to be down there, just fucking doing back-to-back shows and stuff. So it's kind of interesting to see a lot of fucking things coming to an end, and then some new things kind of popping off, And then, of course, technology is waiting for nobody. So we're seeing continued advancements of augmented reality, virtual reality. It'll be interesting to see if they can finally get to a point where, casually you could just, I don't know, grab a headset roughly around like this size, and be able to do virtual reality or augmented reality stuff in a casual desktop environment, without the need of big bulky headsets and everything else. It'll be interesting to see if we can finally get to that point where form and function makes for a very immersive environment. Like my friend Paul, he has a good VR setup on multiple things. So he's got one thing and he's got nothing on a PlayStation side, and both of them are pretty good. But you're using them and you start to get hot and they're heavy and stuff. But like you're sitting there, you're doing it, and I tell you, man, that shit fucks with your head a little bit. Like I'm in there going, whoa, like I was playing Battlefield 1, I think it was, and I was in this on the front lines, and I was sneaking around at one point, and I fucked up, and I had like 15 dudes on me, and I'm running my ass off, and man, for a second there, like I forgot I was playing a game, and I wanted to break into I know I can't, but it didn't matter. Like my brain wanted to fucking run. It was pretty crazy. So anyway, anyone like motorcycle films? Watching Running Cool now. That's a biker film. Real bikers are in it. No, I'm not familiar with that one. Let's see what else. Lead. Let's see. Kindred Embrace, a TV series, Vampire Masquerade. Lead character Julian Luna, the actor, died in a motorcycle crash. Cast decided they didn't want to continue season 2 without him. Teen Wolf TV series. Oh, I saw a little bit of that Teen Wolf stuff. That was on MTV, right? MTV, I think, was pushing that out. That had a couple of good. That had like a couple of good solid series seasons to it, didn't it? It went like 4 seasons or something, 4 or 5 seasons, if I'm not mistaken. It might have went longer. Anyway, but yeah, it's crazy. There's some good shit coming out. I'm excited for, and I'm really excited for Stranger Things season 3. That trailer, oh my god, this looks so good. Like I was like, dude, 4th of July, man. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm binging. Speaking of binging, me and the wife just finished binge watching the OA season 2. I gotta tell you, man, that show is pretty trippy, and there was some definite Illuminati hints in that bitch as well. And I was like, what? But it was good. It was an interesting twist at the end. I was like, oh, I like how you ended this, OA. I like this. So it was definitely interesting storytelling, to say the least. So I'm really digging Netflix, Amazon, and I'm hoping that Disney will do the same with their streaming stuff, that they really up their game and compete hard. Jessica Jones, the final Marvel piece inside of Netflix, is out now. I have not started watching it. I didn't even finish Punisher. I got 3 episodes into the new Punisher, the final Punisher, and I don't know. It ended that first act of Punisher, and I didn't go any further. Jessica Jones, I'm kind of like, I would like to see it, because I do think from a storytelling point of view, the Jessica Jones parts of the shows were very compelling from a character point of view. But I don't know. Yeah, I want to watch Rim of the World. I definitely want to watch that. That's another one that looks really good. So there's a lot of really interesting content out right now. And just not a lot of time to do stuff like that. Some of the things that I've been working on, you guys might have noticed while I was gone last week, I put up the links to a couple of different things. Let's see. Opinion of Jessica Jones season 1 villain Purple Man, too powerful for the films. Well, you figure, I mean, we've had mind control things inside of the MCU already. So Avengers with I think it was the very first Avengers movie with the Tesseract, right? So you had Loki with the Tesseract. able to mind control people just touching them with that staff. So we've had stuff where there's been mind control. So Purple Man, his ability was kind of a quasi virus, and Jessica Jones eventually was able to resist it. So whether or not it would affect all of the MCU characters, like notable ones like Thor, Hulk, etc., might not happen. So that would be interesting to see him in there, but it doesn't matter because he's fucking dead. She killed his ass, so it's a moot point. Tomorrow is Paula's birthday. Oh well, happy birthday to Paula a day early. I'll be able to tell her happy birthday tomorrow during the real time story time. That'll be fun. Yeah, so last week I did the what was it called? The Battle Box video, and then on the Robert R. Ricks one, I released the two-parter of Harry's Situation. That book is done, is at print. I should have in hand probably next week Friday, so a day before this next show. I will have those in hand to show you guys because there's some real fun stuff to share there. The Blade stuff, I was supposed to follow back up with that company after Blade was done. I have reached out, have not heard back yet. So as soon as I get more information on that stuff, I will continue to update you guys in that regards. Let's see what else. The book stuff, I have just a ton of stuff that I'm working on right now, and I just keep pushing on that. So we'll see what happens from there. I do have, I think Vixen was talking about a little while back, threw out an idea of branching stories, and I am doing a story. I'm slotting it for this year called Choices, where you will ultimately decide one of three. I guarantee there will be at least three endings, and I might throw a couple in there. I might put a couple in there that are like, you die or something. I don't know yet. I haven't figured it all the way out yet. So we'll see. Put Paula in the story, Rob. We'll see. It depends. It depends on the kind of fucking words you guys give. If you guys give shitty ass words, I'm not gonna throw her in there because that would be. And if I do throw it in there, it'd be name based. You know what I mean? I don't know. I've been in a really shitty mood lately, and I don't want to put anybody in any of you guys in the story right now while I'm in this really negative mind state, because I don't want to throw any bad mojo on anybody. So I'm just trying to be positive. I'm trying to be not an asshole right now, but believe me, it's extremely difficult at this particular moment. I'm just really not a fan of humanity at this moment. But I am I think that's one of the reasons I'm really gravitating so heavily towards all of the entertainment-based things, because it's all escapism, as well as the writing stuff. When I write, it's like I'm escaping from reality. I'm like creating different worlds and stuff like that, and so it's a lot of fun for me. Because if I stop and look around at, financial situations, health situations, economic situations from the world point of view, and political, socioeconomic, whatever. It's like shit just drive you nuts. So, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to get out of this, but right now I'm in a shitty ass mood. So just bear with me. What's up, Bear? You just popped in here right at the fucking ending, bro. Literally 20 seconds before I was gonna wrap everything up, you pop in. But better late than never, right? Yeah, because right after this, I'm going to cook dinner with the wife and stuff for the kids, and then I think she wanted to take me to watch that zombie movie with Bill Murray and Kylo Ren, and it's funny. I don't know that dude's name. I just know him as Kylo. You know, the dude that plays Kylo on Star Wars. Like I don't know the actor's name. I just call him Kylo. Like that's what I do with people. I don't know their shit. I just call them by their things. Hey, what's up, Paula? Welcome home. Yak, I'm out, guys. Headache. Be safe. Watch your six. Yeah, you be careful, Yak. You get some good rest and everything. All right, guys. I'm gonna end it right now. We're at the hour mark. This is where I wanted to end it anyway. Guys, be safe and everything else. Anyway, if you like it, please subscribe. Tell your friends far and wide. Until next time, motherfuckers, please be good to yourself, good to each other. Go out, live life to the fullest. Ride the bus till the wheels fall off. Get some scars. Tell some stories. Find some love. All that jazz. And I will see you guys next time. What is this? Oh, I don't know what that show is. You have to link that to me, Garen, so I can check it out. Just woke up, Hades. Toothache all night. Oh, dude, I know all about tooth shit. All right, I'm gonna end it right there, guys. Please be careful. Keep each other safe. Keep yourself safe and all that jazz. And like I said, I'll see most of you guys tomorrow. And for you guys that don't follow the Robert R. Rick Show, I will see you guys next week. All right, later.